Oh, hey, there we are. Cool. So it's probably just a USB driver. Hope everyone is well. Um, we got patrol helicopter out and about. So guess what I am not doing at the moment? Where around? Oh, let's mute myself. I don't need ear. I have audio. Let's see. Just make sure that we are. I just ate big surprise food in my face. It was nachos. It was really good. Take leftover shredded beef, throw some meat on it, and some chips and cheese, and bake it. $3.50 for however crispy you want it, and you get nachos, and it is really really tasty. My wife makes good nachos, and they get better every time. A little bit of jalapenos, some sour cream. Unless you're in New Mexico, then green chili, red or green. You do Christmas, right? I suppose that's pretty good. I haven't had that way. Sorry. So, hang on, because I got some stuff in my throat. So we're gonna we need to get some sulfur today. We need to as I'm low on sulfur. We got charcoal, we got metal. I don't necessarily need too much stone. I need to get more scrap. Not for me, but for Mad Max, so that he can um, research a lot of this stuff, and he has that ability. So I gotta grab that stuff for him, and try not to get eaten. I have installed a I'm air quoting a boom box in the game. I cannot play it because it plays music, and it's all copyright music from radio stations. So the you can so if you host your own Rust server, you can set your own music to the way you want it. But in any case, it pulls from streaming radio stations online, and um, so because I don't have actual permission from any of those artists, I would get a DCMA strike. It's a copyright notice, basically saying I'm promoting or streaming music and I shouldn't be. And so they will, the company, Twitch, and YouTube, and I believe even Facebook, will, if they don't demonetize me, they will mute my stream. Now, I have been told there are ways around that. I don't want to even entertain that, but it has to be copyright free in order for me to not get a strike. So, in any case, we'll just Magic Oldies Florida. These are actual legit stations. Fresh 92.7, Jazz FM 91. Right, they're all from all over. I chose to go with Magic Oldies, so when I am not streaming, I'll have that playing. It lights up the lighting in the bottom, so let me mute my stream. That was Karen Carpenter. That was lovely. So that's how that works. Tier 3 workbench or level 3 workbench gives you the ability to learn armored door, armored double door, reinforced glass window. Oh, and I need high quality metal because I want to learn the face mask. And the chest plate give me better protection when I'm out and about trying to do my thing. Being that we're not on a PvP server, we don't see the point in having to learn some of these other things, right? We're not gonna get rated, and we should be fine. Should be fine. I'd spend last night, not that one. I'd spend last night making stuff to go after the train yard. So we got shotguns, we got med kits, grenades, armoring. Get the idea. My gear is tucked away. So it's with me at all times. If I lose it, I will be sad. All the sads of all the worlds. So yeah, that's that's where we are at there. What else do we have? Excuse me. Yeah. And yeah, so a little later than what I wanted, but better late than never. Right? Better late than never. And where is that helicopter? So I could. So there's another player out. I really don't want to go to the dome. I don't want to go out and about and try to find things unless that player's gone. Because while the game is a PvE server, these monuments, the dome, the train yard, the power plant, these are all PvP locations. And I don't want to do that. I just... So I'm going to take time to focus on building resources, supplies, so forth and so on. I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I need a lot more. I need a lot more gunpowder. So that being said, let's see what's going on in the puppet theater. This is controversial. Civil rights icon Cesar Chavez is accused of abusing women and young girls. I guess there's a woman who has come out and said that he fathered 2 of her children. Now, there are ways around, proving that, right? DNA as far as, or the kids, there's right, match up to other relatives, and that can be done. The big question was it consensual, right? Or was it assault? But we don't know, right? He's dead. So this goes back to something I actually don't like, and this is basically digging up dirt. Decades later, we know that certain individuals, just in their personal lives, were not the most stellar, to be polite about that one. So now, do we condemn the good that they did with what they may have, I'm allegedly, right? Allegedly done in their personal life or behind closed doors? It's a big question. That's actually a very serious question to ask. And I don't know if we have an easy answer to that. Right? 1940s, the Nazis conducted horrific experiments on people. From a psychological and medical standpoint, we learned a ton. Those experiments were horribly unethical. Do we throw out the things that were done? Back up. Do we throw out the knowledge that we've gained because of how they were gained? right? Do we throw out gains in say civil rights? That's what that's about. Do we throw out those gains of equal treatment and so forth because someone was a horrible person? I don't think so. But you know, it is a little problem. So I'm not necessarily for this idea of digging up the past, right? Because it can happen to anyone, and you know, we don't know if it's true. We don't know how accurate this mess is. It's all hearsay, and unfortunately, a lot of it can be hearsay and won't be solved. Now, to those who are holy rollers, you know, get off your high horse. People make mistakes, and everybody is afforded the atonement. Everybody's afforded grace of Christ. So, you know, there's a couple different aspects to look at that. But there's some talk. I've seen an article about Fresno, California, of renaming the street back to Kings Canyon, which is what it was. Give me a second. So there's some talk of renaming, you know, the streets back to the original names. So we're gonna do that with sorry. Oh, so, you know, so now do we you know, go back through and I mean they did that with Civil War leadership and veterans. They pulled down statues and they renamed bases, military bases. Well, you know, do we start doing that now to streets of, you know, 50s and 60s, 70s civil rights leaders? Right, turnabout. Right, what we do to one should we do to all, and just, you know, have generic names on streets and remove these names about, you know, these individuals because of what they allegedly did, or, you know, maybe actually proven that they did. It's so now we're in a little bit more of a pickle because, you know, we got tax money that's at stake to change names of we, you know, that's gonna be able to create all new road signs, you know, spanning miles of road, and that's just to, you know, to say the least. So a lot of ramifications are happening. Give me 10 seconds here. I'll be right back. I gotta take care of something. Sorry. So that's yeah, that's a conundrum. That's you know, there's lots of ramifications of what a lot of ramifications of this issue, and I'm not saying that what's been done, if the allegations are true, I'm not saying that those are excusable for anybody. But, you know, okay, let's look at this. When did Chavez die? He died in 93. That was 33 years ago. you know, oh hello. You know, is it? I don't know. I just I see I see some a lot of problems with arising from this, and I can't say that it's good. I can't say that I agree with it fully, or even at all. So some food for give me a second. Oh, okay. All right. So that's been going all over the news. That's been going all over the place. That's yeah, especially in heavy agricultural areas like California's Central Valley. That's big news, and you know, like I said, a lot of people a lot of people will have a reckoning to have to really say, okay, what can they tolerate, and should they just move on? I, for one, think the person's been dead for 33 years. Condolences to his family. He's been gone for 33 years. Let's just move on. Um, yeah, so there's that. Um, oil prices are climbing up again, so expect stuff to get expensive. It is what it is. Unfortunately. I do want to give a quick notes, my own little, for lack of a better term, disclaimer that we're not endorsed, recommended, or sponsored by the server owners of this particular Rust server, or any Rust server for that matter. And the discussions on this stream that I have, anybody else that decides wants to chat, do not reflect the opinions of the server owners. Basically, hold them guiltless, right? They're just supplying the platform to be able to talk, as far as or be able to game, and so we have an understanding that what I say does not reflect them. They've been gracious enough to allow me to stream while on their server, and it is a fun server. It is, like I said, PVE. They have a lot of things you can do, and it is in itself still fairly challenging. So, you know, I wanted to get that out of the way. I want to make sure that we're all on the same page there. I try to be respectful to. I try to be respectful. That's where that is, right? All right. Helicopter is still around, so we're going to be. Let's keep. AMD. So we talked about this last week. The Chewy Ryzen CPU mislabeling. Chinese. Okay. I'm gonna come back to that article here in a minute. So Chewy is a Chinese computer manufacturer, and a number of their machines are mislabeled down to the BIOS, and so we talked about that last week sometime. Not gonna rehash that conversation, but AMD has now responded in a statement. The company said that it never authorized, confirmed, or tacitly. I don't know that word. Anyways, they never approved the relabeling of the Ryzen 5 5500U processors as a Ryzen 5 7430U. AMD also said it was not involved in the product labeling or marketing decisions and had no knowledge of the matter. So, AMD manufacturer is saying, "Hey, look, we didn't know. What this other company does with our products when they ship them out, between the time that they get the chips and they ship them out, is on them, and they had nothing to do with it." Okay. The case started with Chewy Core Book. I'll rehash it. The case started with Chewy Core Book X and later expanded to the Core Book Plus. Investigations found that systems sold as Ryzen 5 7430U were in fact using Ryzen 5 5500U processors, and while the system level information still identified the chips as the 7430U. The discrepancy could be spotted through details such as cache size, architecture, and boost behavior rather than reported processor name alone or even the documentation. So, to quote, AMD has recently become aware that Chewy has unauthorizedly mislabeled AMD Ryzen 5 5500 products as Ryzen 5 7430U. AMD never authorized, confirmed, or approved, because I can't say that other word, the above conduct in any form. AMD was not involved in labeling or marketing decisions related to these products and had no knowledge of the matter. AMD has clear and strict rules governing the naming, use, and labeling of product models. Any unauthorized use of our model names or false labeling will seriously disrupt normal market order and may mislead consumers. AMD has always attached great importance to the authenticity and transparency of product information and is committed to maintaining a fair and orderly market environment, as well as protecting a legitimate rights and an interest of users. We are treating this matter with the utmost seriousness and reserve the right to pursue legal liability against the relevant parties in accordance with the law. So they're basically saying, hey, we may go to court over this one. I like AMD. They tend to run a little cooler. My current machine is a Intel i9 14900K, and it is a beast of a processor. It's my own personal little heater, and I like it. It runs great, but it runs hot. So part of me thinks, maybe I should have stuck with AMD, maybe. But I am what I'm in, and when I built a machine for my brother, we went with AMD, and it runs great. But I don't have a problem with Intel or AMD. Intel just happened. The board just happened to be an Intel board, is what I wanted. So, well, cool. So that one's off of VideoCardZ.com, VideoCards.com news, and yeah, there's some other things about that. Oh, lighter note, fast food burritos. Ozzy Osbourne ate 2 of nearly every day. Ozzy's been dead for almost a year now. We're learning still a lot about him. Ozzy was a fan of Chipotle. Osbourne loved Chipotle burritos so much that he ate at least one on a daily basis. This is on Mashed.com. On the episode of The Osbournes, the early 2000s MTV reality show that featured the rocker and his family in their home, someone asked Osbournes if he was still eating his beloved burritos 3 times a day. Quote, "Twice a day, I'm a burrito man," end quote, he replied. The scene cuts to a montage of Osbourne eating and unwrapping what appeared to be Chipotle burritos. Quote, "Your father can't eat one burrito. He has to have 900 burritos, wife," end quote, his wife Sharon joked to their daughter Kelly in a subsequent scene. So, and then, so it talks about how he visited nearby Chipotle to place his order. According to an official press release from the brand, celebrity cardholders have access to 1 free Chipotle meal per day, including chips, a side, and drink for 1 year, plus 1 catering order for up to 50 people during the year. Cool. I think I've been to Chipotle once in the last 5 years. I haven't been there at all that often. It's not for not liking them. I don't have a problem with them. I haven't been. Right. Okay. Well, there you go. Ozzy Osbourne liked Chipotle. I did not know that. Other people may have, but I did not. After 20 hours, Crimson Desert's massive open world hasn't shown me a single interesting thing. I don't know anything about this. Let's look. This is on Polygon. They want me to... Oh, wait. Haha, alright. I have AdBlock, not sponsored, on my internet browser because I don't like ads. So every once in a while, every once in a while the browser would be like, "Hey, you should really turn off the ad blocker." And a lot of times they'll let me bypass it. After spending more than 20 hours with Crimson Desert on Windows PC, I'm amazed at the immensity of this feature-packed open world, but more so at its emptiness. The single-player action-adventure game developed by Pearl Abyss why do I know that name? Pearl Abyss promises unlimited activities, but forgets that activities are supposed to be entertaining. 6.5 years after its announcement, it's a standalone title from the creators of Black Desert Online. That's probably why is finally here. Two things are clear: expectations are sky high, and it'll take a few hundred hours to fully judge whether they're justified, as I didn't have that much time between receiving the game and its launch day. Impression of Crimson Desert's early game will have to suffice. To be clear, my official on-the-clock time is closer to 30 hours. I spent a lot of time testing various aspects of the game for coverage, so my real playtime is likely closer to 20 hours, but my philosophy is this. If it's no fun after 20 hours, or frankly even 10 hours, it's not worth the 10 hours. And this is coming from someone who loves these types of games. And he wrote about how Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is the best RPG he's ever played. So I've never played this game, Crimson Desert. Let's look it up. It's off of Polygon's website. It's an action-adventure game by Pearl Abyss, originally planned as a prequel to Black Desert, and the game evolved into a standalone title. It will be released. Is it? What's the... Okay, so it's on all the major platforms. Great. Is it open world? Is an MMO. So it's not an MMO. It was originally announced as an MMO, but it's not an MMO. It's an open world, story-driven, single-player action-adventure game. Oh, okay. Okay. Never heard of it. I'll have to look it up on Steam. I will do that later. I'm not necessarily against exploring something new, but and you know, I you know, Marlos Valentina Stella. I don't know if you know, I can't say I agree with you or not. That's the author of that article on Polygon.com. So I'll just, you know, you got my attention though. I'd be, you know, let's look. We're going to do wrong button. OPSEC. Let's go to the store. We're going to turn that off. Let's look at the store. I don't buy things at a full cost at all. $69 to $70. Oof. Yeah, some of the graphics look nice on it. Of course, the intro graphics always look phenomenal, and then you get to, you know, actual gameplay that pixelated. Oh no, actual gameplay looks pretty sharp. But look, I guess there's just a whole lot of space. I will not add this to cart. I'll add it to my wish list though. I mean, I'm willing to explore something new. Cool. We talked about Artemis too. Life Sciences has an article. NASA's preparing for a return to the moon, but why is it going back? Well, because they're actually testing. I'll just read the article. They're testing the Artemis craft. Basically, they're putting it through its paces. That's what they're doing for Mars trip and, you know, anything else. So USS Gerald R. Ford. We talked about this. I don't know, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, fire damaged, clogged toilets, and sinking morales. Gonna head back to Crete for some major repairs. Yeah, so I guess the toilet system in the Ford is just gone to crap. Not my original intention of that pun, but they they're struggling. And then I from what I've read that there was a serious fire in the laundry area. That took like a day and change to actually finally put out. Some sailors were hurt. But they don't have any laundry facilities now. So, we're engaged in whatever you want to call it in Iran, and we have to take the Ford out of commission to get it repaired. And it didn't even get attacked. They did it to itself. So sad. So sad. We're having this conversation while while I wait for the helicopter to go away. Okay, helicopters go away. We're gonna put the news on hold. Let's put some arm. Wait, okay, somebody else on. I'm not out to cause problems, but I do need charcoal, not charcoal. Excuse me, sulfur. So we are going to let's put this back here. Grab that here. Yeah. I don't need that. Actually, I should take this with me. I probably really should take a med kit with me just in case. Not from another player, but ooh, that person logged. We are going to the dome, folks. My helicopter's still there. Sweet. Make him repair it fast enough. Yeah, I'm going to repair my helicopter. I need a hammer, though. Every once in a while, there's a big cat or a gator out here, and I'm like, I don't want to die today. Wait, did I not bring metal fragments with me? Ah, poop. Okay, alright. So, I think I probably read some of this article in there. Anyways, yeah, so the Artemis space program, like I said, is gonna... No. I was talking about the USS Ford, the Gerald R. Ford. Yeah, so and I talked about the Ford's toilet problems. I'm sorry, that joke of it being a crappy situation is just not getting old. But there are people who are miserable on that ship, and I feel for them. I hope they can get through those repairs very quickly and everybody is safe. Microsoft 365 pauses Copilot creep after admins cry foul. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Copilot going around. I've used it a little bit. I should actually learn more about it. I should. I don't have a problem with AI. Oh, I forgot to load. We're just gonna pretend that never happened. All right, there we go. I don't have a problem with AI. I see benefit of it. I see, for someone like me who struggles with, don't hit the tree. Thank you. Who struggles with Excel as an example, right? If I went to Copilot and I said, hey, do this, insert vote day. Then it's supposed to be able to do that. Now the problem with that mentality, and I will own it, is I never learn how to use Excel. I just have AI do it. So and there was an article about that people, I'm overgeneralizing, but people who use AI all the time are becoming stupid. They're just losing their critical thinking abilities, really what it is. They're losing the ability to do tasks that would require a lot of thought. One thing I'm really good at, I have a wonderful skill at, is finding information about people, about things, and AI. I'm not going to say a specific company name. I don't want to get in hot water for that one. But a particular company has made it really incredibly easy to outsource me. Oh, no. Well, not how I wanted to land. But I'm here. Let's go find this box. Begin hacking. Alright. I have 10 minutes to figure out how to get this helicopter out of its little bubble that I got myself into. So yeah, I don't have a problem with AI. I don't have a problem with it. I do use it. I use it for I don't know if I can get my. Oh, okay. Well, I'm back to right where I was at. No. Oh, crap. Wrong seat. It's not going to let me do it, so let's get back down here. Okay, that was a little more uncomfortable than I care to admit. Let's see. Alright, so if this goes sideways, I'm going to have to bail. I wonder if I can push. Nope, I can't. Well, I got myself in a pickle, didn't I? I mean, I've got 10 minutes to figure this out, so. Oh, got somebody watching on your Facebook. Hey, Gunny. Hope you're doing well. And, well, I got it wedged in a different way now, but at least I can get down to here, which is actually not bad. Nope. I don't want to. No. Come on. Oh, now I'm stuck. Alright. Home temp. You cannot teleport while seated. Well, I can't get out of my seat. Oh, man, I'm stuck. Huh. I got an idea. Hold on. I gotta upsec because I don't want to share the server information. We just disconnect. That should dislodge me from the chair. I'm gonna rejoin, and hopefully I didn't die. Loading world prefabs, 70%. They will be annoyed if I got crushed again. Spawning world. This is a big file, so it's gonna take a second load. Alright, well while it's loading, let's see. NASA roll out Artemis 2 moon rocket. Oh. Oh, respawn. I died. Oh, wait. Where am I at? Okay. Home, actually. F menu. I need to find a flat piece of ground to do this. Oh, look, there's sulfur. F mini. There we go. Now, I'm gonna try and fly back and do this right since I screwed the pooch the first time. Where am I at? Oh gosh. I'm clear on the other end of the map. Okay, so the ship off to the left has a lot of wonderful goodies on it and also lots of scientists. Yeah, I know I'm flying sideways, so I'm trying to avoid that pit right there. Now, I have died at this site before. Actually, similar issue. I guess I just don't learn. So let's see, where are we at? Okay. I think I can go over the train yard without getting shot at. Oh, I forgot to turn off my upsec. Oops. Oh, no, man. I died again. Oh. Lesson, kids, wear your parachute when you jump out of a helicopter. Period. Don't jump out of a helicopter. All right. That was a rough day. That was rough. Ooh. I need gear. Did it survive? Oh, it survived! My helicopter survived. Alright. We're gonna try this again. Usually I'm pretty good at this. Usually I'm pretty good at flying the helo. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Unlike a normal helicopter where it will, the joystick will rotate or move the rotor. It does not do this, so if you want to go forward, you actually have to angle the whole vehicle down, and then it will force you to go down as well. Same with pulling back, and side to side. It does not give you independent control of the rotor. And so that's what makes this flying a little bit more difficult compared to, say, Microsoft Flight Simulator, not sponsored, or any other flight sim for that matter. Oh man. Right, so there's another military helicopter flying around. I've got to try to make it here, or it will try to shoot me. Well, it won't try to shoot me. It will. All right. All right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Good enough for me. Let's grab my gear. And hide below deck, actually. Where is that helicopter at? Yeah, I'm going through the map pretty quick, but I gotta figure out where this guy's at. Wrong side, crit. Woo! That was a hole in the ground. 48 seconds to get what I need to get and bail. I can hear the helo, so I'm going to try and get safe for the moment. What will happen is it's going to circle around. It's going to drop off a load somewhere for stuff. All right. Now I can figure out where this thing is at. Okay, is it still in the water? I don't know where. Oh, okay, it's over at the oil rig. Okay, so we have a minute to get this because it will. It is a slow-moving craft. It has shot at me before. It does not like me. It doesn't like anybody, really. It's kind of grouchy. Try to figure out what we're going to do, because I don't wish to die today. Another way. How many ways can I end up dying in this game? Well, 2 so far, jumping out of a helo and getting crushed. Fine. I can think of worse things to happen. First world problems, right? Okay, so the helicopter's down here. He's still circling. I still have a minute to get back up. The other issue I'm going to have is other players. Now, there's nobody else online at the moment, but, you know, this is a PvP area where I'm at, so I gotta be careful. Cool. We're gonna hop on down, regroup, get our bearings, and figure out what we're going to do. Oh. Okay, there we go. I need to make more room in my inventory. So anyone joining us or trying to figure out what we're doing, we're playing Rust. It is a post-apocalyptic survival game. Now there are PvP versions, player versus player. That needs to go there. And there are PvE versions, player versus entity, which is more of what I enjoy. And there's enough challenges on PvE in this game that it makes it worth it, especially with the helicopter. I'm trying to decide what they're going to do. Oh, I just lost him. Where did he go? Okay, so there he is. He's moving north. I'm north. He's probably going to go fishing village, circle around a couple times, and bounce over to either... He's going this far north. I don't know where he's going to go. Alright, well, I don't need the rock. I don't need the torch. I want my rifle back in its normal spot. Yes, I'm very picky about how I have my gear. It is what it is. Nope. That's radiation. Okay. So it looks like I have not taken this backpack off because I have radiation poisoning here. Or rather, I'm not using the backpack because it'll take off my rad suit. Alright, this just gets more and more creative now, doesn't it? Really, the issue is I'm just rushing. I'm trying to hurry. Ooh, is that pump action? Ooh, it is a pump action shotgun. Bolt action rifle's nice. Long distance. Very good. HMLMG. I've never used that before. New to the game. Okay. So all of this stuff is nice. So that I will keep. That I will recycle. That I will keep. So now I'm in the multiple launch rocket system. I don't need the armor. I'm going to keep it because it was nice to have an extra backpack. Jackhammers for sulfur is always nice. My armor, I'd like to keep. Rockets are good. I'm a big fan of the bolt action. Matter of fact, let's just drop the scope on that bolt action right now. And the airdrop supply signal a lot. All this other stuff I could probably, I want the shotgun. I can repair it. I'll keep that up there. So yeah, I'm just making a list of what I need to take care of and get rid of. Jackhammer can go in my main inventory, so I will put the pump shotty there. Oh, I've got a couple of backpacks. That's nice. Well, I do want to keep it, so let's just move it. How many of these things do I have? How many do I have? Alright, I'll deal with it later. Alright, let's see where that... Oh, yeah, see. Missile silo is where he's going today. I have not been at the missile silo in a really long time. I don't remember that site. I do not remember that one. The quarry and the launch site. It would be nice if he came back over here to the dome. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. He could drop a box, like hack it for another 10 minutes, and be quite happy, honestly. Doubt that's going to happen. But I am watching where he's gonna go because depending on where he goes will determine what happens afterwards. He flies around a bit and then he drops his stuff and then he flies away. But if you happen to be in the area where he's dropping his stuff, you're going to get attacked. So I could get back to my helicopter and book it. I bet you he's going to the airfield. Okay. He's still flying around and I'm still stuck. Just chilling. Alright. Well, let's go get this box. Then. A bunch of bags on me. I gotta get that sorted. Seems to be about the safest spot right here. He doesn't hit me. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, I know what's going on there. Oh, it must be my email notifications. Okay. Yep, he's hovering on that airfield pretty tight. Does the airfield have... Does the airfield rust have radiation? Yes, so there is radiation at the airfield. Okay, that seems to be the MO. Alright, well, while we're waiting for that to do, let's look at some more news, shall we? TSA's closing. I didn't know there was a government shutdown. Apparently TSA is feeling the brunt of it this time. So, if you're flying, expect long lines. Yep, see, they dropped a lock crate. There's two of them there. And he's gonna... If he goes off to sea, we'll be fine. My buddy knows the airfield really well. I do not. But if I'm gonna go to the airfield, I need better gear. And I need a place to land, so probably K-15, maybe? Right on the road. I can just walk in and handle the business. Yeah, I think he's gonna fly off. I shouldn't have to worry. I am gonna fly home though. Get better gear and head back out. I should recycle this stuff. So yeah, like I said, I didn't even know there was a partial government shutdown. Oops. Okay, Crit. I've screwed this up too many times. Let's go and clean ourselves up. We're gonna go to the gas station here. I land on the roof, I should be fine. Cool. And now, let's put my clothes on. Gear up. Wish there was a lock, you know, a quick open release on that where I can just be like, hey, we're gonna. Apparently, you're not supposed to be able to do this. Allegedly. You know, I don't know if that's true or not. Alright, that I'm going to get rid of, that I'm going to get rid of, that I'm going to get rid of. These things I want to get rid of. This I want to get rid of. Rope is good for random things. Weapons you always keep. Shiny. Let's be bad guys. Take your oil with you, your fuel, because you don't come out and someone steal your stuff. That's very uncomfortable, to say the least. Military crate. Tech trash. I got a bunch of that. I don't know if I want to keep that. I don't think get tech trash. Dime a dozen these days. Ooh. Okay, we're good. Subject neutralized. Nobody's in here. Ooh, another crate. Yeah, alright. This is some good stuff here. Red pills are fine. Close that door, make life a little safer for me. Water's good to have. It's a little bit of a commodity. Camera, I will recycle. That I will keep. I need to eat the food with the can. Yeah, I need to consume liquids. Yeah, don't need that. Cool. Don't want the pickles. Reason being is they make you sick. They will cause you to throw up and lose food. Green key card, you can never have too many of those, especially if you're. Ooh, another airdrop. See, this is nice. There's some nice stuff here. Alright, alright. So sheet metal I want to keep, but this other stuff I do not care about. The rock wall I will keep. That I will keep. We have better pickaxe and I can make them. Jackhammer, we've got plenty. Get rid of. Bowie knife, I'm indifferent about. Alright, we're going to start recycling. recycle the knife, I don't care. Yep. That definitely cleaned up my inventory. And oh. Give me the okay. Cool. So I don't need this. I've got. Oh, I need that. You know, I'm going to recycle that. Yes, I will recycle that. I need that for gear. It's 9:21. I'm trying to decide if it's worth me trying to go to the airfield or not. I don't generally like going to these runs by myself. It's just never been fun for me. Alright, we'll figure that out in a second. Let's blow this popsicle stand and get out of here. This is a fun game. Or rather, it can be fun. So, if you're on Twitch, take a visit. Twitch.tv/Critifer. Or YouTube. It is youtube.com/@Critifer. Come on over, like, subscribe, leave a comment, be kind. I'll own it, I'm a noob, it's totally fine. We get all the hate. You should go and do this. You should go do it this way. Well, you know, I won't shit on you, you don't shit on me. Vice versa, right? But come on over, like, comment, subscribe, show some love. On YouTube, if you're on Twitch, follow. You can tell me what a horrible job I'm doing. And then have me tell you to get better. Knowing full well that I'm doing a horrible job. We're gonna go sideways. We're gonna do a nice, gentle landing. We'll come back. There's nobody else on the server. No one's gonna steal my oil in this last little bit. I think we'll be okay. And yep, now we gotta. I'll organize this later. The wall will be nice. Three airdrops. That is also very, very cool. Okay, well, now we're in a pickle. Conundrum. High power, accurate rifle. Oh, where's my ammo's right here. Grr. don't think I can get anybody else on. I've got an hour to try to accomplish said wonderful task. You know, going to attempt at doing this. So, got a long rifle. I've got a whole bunch of other tools. I'm recording these, right? I don't think I'm gonna need the rocket launcher. Don't think I'm going to need the rocket launcher today. Grenades are nice. And am I missing anything? Oh, keycard. Okay. I'm a little slower than I care to admit. That's fine. Actually, I'm going to take the specialized ammo. I think my buddy will be fine with that. Do it like I don't care. I'm going to load this rifle with the explosive. Okay, well, I'm incredibly slow because I'm with lead gear, so we should be. Now, where we go? We're gonna go south. Okay, different plan. Well, if I die, well, at least I had a good dinner. My buddy knows this. Mad Max knows this by far better than I do. He knows the airfield wonderfully well. So this could get really hairy really quick. We're going to avoid the junkyard. And we're going to touch down. Oh, wait. Wait. I was going to the wrong spot. Erp. There's a bear. So they'll probably be in the building right to my bottom right. I'm cold. Dang it. case something goes south. Oh, won't you let me look through the scope? Is it because I'm cold? I don't know how long we'll be able to stay in this weather. Oh, it won't let me look through the scope. Well, that's just dandy because I'm cold. Well, I got a decision to make. Do I just keep going for it? Hope I can not die? Nope. Too cold. I need better gear. This is not going to work. Alright, well, I learned something new. Bummer gig. Bummer gig. Let's get out of this place and go find... Oh. As soon as I get airborne, it's going to tell me I'm freezing. I took us off. Oh, don't go there heavily armed. Because it will be the last thing you do. Should probably get some altitude. Some of these NPCs will shoot at you. Alright, well, I learned something new. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back here. We're going to find our little cubby hole. Touchdown. May end up having to do this tomorrow because it is getting a little late for me, but we will see what we can sort out. Okay. Alright, let's get better. Let's get some better gear there. Let's get different gear where I'm not freezing. Because my whole plan of doing this without cold did not work. Snow jacket. What's the projectile protection on that? 20, 35, 20. 20 melee. Okay. Oh, I don't want that. I want... There's a light jacket that I want. That will give me better armor rating. Yep, 30. Okay. And then... plus 40... 45, okay, alright. I think I need better, I think I want better gloves than that. I think they make, I have some leather gloves floating around here somewhere. I shouldn't have recycled them. did. Okay. It's usually a cloth. Leather, sewing kit, crafting, clothing. And that will help with my. Because these right now, my metal gloves currently are negative. Projectiles 10, 5, 8, okay. Annoying, but I think this will do fine. Still going in pretty heavily armed, so whatever. Go. Oh, the patrol helicopter's back again. Dang it. Well, alright, well, it gives me a chance to just figure this out a little bit better. 29% is protection against the cold. Let's just look here. Is there a helmet? So that's projectiles 35%. What was the my I had another. Ah, there we go. 35, 35, 20. Yeah, I think radiation's 4. Radiation's 5. Okay, so the coffee can helmet will be better for me. Coffee can helmet will be better. So, that being said, I should probably take food. Raspberries. Oh, those get rid of poison. Nice. Well, let's just do a couple of those. Let's have some fridges going. I'm bringing a storage in here. I may just build up. Excuse me. They just have to build up because you'll be able to store our things. I don't know if I kick that wall out right in front of us. If I kick that out and just square it out, it gives me a lot more room. No, I'm not gonna do that. And I can't really go up easily on the side in front of us because I have some gears. I can only go up right above us or extend it out closer to the water. Problems. Okay, well, let's talk about, let's go back to the news. We're waiting on the helo to go away. It's going to take us some time. Let's stick on technology for the moment. NVIDIA CEO defends DLSS 5. We talked about that, I think, yesterday or the day before. Defends DLSS 5 as gamers label it an AI slop filter. Ouch. Brutal. Okay, wait. Mashable is usually pretty good at letting me do this. So the problem we have with this comparison to DLSS 5 is, they're showing us the before and after, and it's wonderful. Like the graphics are just stunning. But is that DLSS 5 without any, like, just completely off? Or, they're not comparing it to, was it 4.2 or 4.5? They're not comparing it to the last build. And I'm curious as to what the last build was compared to what it is now. So it's all on how you market it, right? They're saying this is wonderful, and they're showing us a before and after, but are they actually showing us with nothing and just raw, or are they showing us with whatever 4 series is out? I don't know, and I can't get an answer to that. Mashable's asking me for marketing stuff, and I'm just declining it. DLSS 5 is a new rendering model that uses AI to add photoreal lighting and materials to video game graphics. The internet immediately hated it, criticizing 5 Free Racing Games' intentional artistic styles by basically adding an AI slop filter. Oh, that's interesting. That was something I had not thought of. It was unveiled during the NVIDIA GTC keynote, accompanied by a video showcasing the AI tool in action, displaying clips from games such as Resident Evil Requiem, Hogwarts Legacy, and Starfield. The video compared graphics in their original state to with DLSS 5 turned on, the AI giving them more photorealistic looks. So when he did that test, he also did 250 series GPUs tandem for the extra horsepower. That's a lot of money to spend on it for DLSS 5, because it's not going to be fully supported on. It's not going to be fully supported on. Excuse me, the 4 series. I have a 4080 Super, and it will have some benefit, but not much. To quote, DLSS 5 is the GPT moment for graphics, blending handcrafted rendering with generative AI to deliver dramatic leap in visual realism while preserving the control artist's need for creative expression. Fortunately, gamers are sharing Wang's enthusiasm for NVIDIA's new real-time neural rendering model. Many know that the photorealistic DLSS 5 applied to the game footage in the demonstration modified the game's original style and completely changed the character's appearance to the point that some consider them virtually unrecognizable. I don't think that. At least in the Resident Evil Requiem screenshot I'm seeing right here. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can pull this up real quick. There we go. I think. I don't know. I like it. Yeah, and maybe in the case of, say, some game studios who are in a crunch, I wonder if they're going to rely on more slop and just say, you know what, DLSS 5 will AI fix it and improve it, and they don't have to try as hard. I would hope they wouldn't do that. I would hope that, if anything, they could use AI to build to enhance their builds. Assist with coding and however they want to, and then that way they can pull out a superior product within the time frame, and really have the time needed to work on that. Anyways, so that's that is. I can't share the actual video. I don't have permissions. So NVIDIA's X post, X being the former Twitter, announcing DLSS 5 was swiftly inundated with replies criticizing the tool, with derision also filling the comments of the demonstration video on YouTube. quote, DLSS 5 makes this look like an AI generated dating profile picture used to scam an old person in another country. End quote. Character replied, just looks like it, quote, just looks like every other AI generated image of a person. No character or soul to it. Art loses what makes it impressive when all looks like generative slop. Art loses what makes it impressive when all looks like generative slop. End quote. Another person wrote, quote, giving games an AI filter is an insult. Those aren't even the same characters. What the heck? I didn't say heck. And that was in quote, well, they said what the hell. And then quote, like, what's the point? And quote, artists spend hours perfecting a model for you to come and replace it with AI faces. I seriously hate this so much. Anyways, it goes on. People are criticizing it. I think if the artist is fine with that, and that's what they are, if they're rendering it and they're testing it, and they say, hey, this is what it's going to look like in DLSS 5 versus 4 or completely off, then and they're fine with it, then they're fine with it. I'm not going to put words in somebody else's mouth. There's a horror musical. That was weird. Oh, what do you think in the comments? Think AI is going to ruin developers and gamers' ability to be creative? Or do you think it'll help them? Leave a comment somewhere. Either YouTube or Twitch or Facebook. Let me know what you think. Benchmarks show MacBook Neo rivaling more powerful cloud servers and database testing. I'm not going to read that. I've already talked about the Neo several times. Microsoft pauses automatic installation of 365 Copilot as the admins cry foul. Microsoft has paused plans to force the Microsoft 365 Copilot app on users, halting automatic installation for an unspecified period. This change simplifies access to Copilot and ensure. Quote: This change simplifies access to Copilot and ensures users can easily discover and engage with product-enhancing features. End quote. That's what Microsoft has said. This is from the Register. Okay. Guess people are just unhappy with it. Fitbit AI coach can use medical records for personalized advice. Well, that's cool. I think. Fitbit improves sleep tracking, new sleep score, and health records. I had a Fitbit, and I liked it, but I needed something where, if I don't have my phone on me, or my phone's in my pocket and it doesn't want to buzz, I can get a notification on my watch. That's what I needed. Google partners with CMS and linking medical records to Fitbit. It's got a lot of HIPAA, a lot of PHI rules involving that, so good luck. Good luck on that. Don't expect 6 hours ago on IGN. Don't expect Crimson Desert Xbox Series X or S gameplay footage before launch. I guess they're keeping it pretty tight-lipped. We talked about that at the beginning of the stream. Apple warns iPhone users to update software after mass hacking campaigns. Okay. Usually Apple doesn't get hacked. I'm shocked. Hearthstone launches Cataclysm expansion with new features. Now live. If you're a World of Warcraft fan, Blizzard fan. Asus announces the 2026 TUF gaming laptop lineup. It's referring to a new gaming laptop. So gaming laptops are actually really nice, all the way around for productivity gaming or other because they they have the horsepower to handle what you would want to do with it. So I think if I were to buy a laptop, it would be a gaming laptop, and I would just shell out the cash on that one. All right, let's take a step back from technology. Federal Reserve holds rates steady. There's a lot of talk that they were going to bump it up a little bit. A quarter basis point. I guess they didn't. Micron revenue almost triples. Top's estimates is demand for memory soars. Yeah, they're just. RAM is through the roof expensive. It's ugly all day. Yeah, that's all I got on that. Let's see, we talked about oil, $200 a barrel oil, no longer crazy ideas, Middle East supply collapses. Disney CEO secession drama free for first time in recent history. Okay. I'm not a huge fan. Josh D'Amaro takes over as new CEO. They've had a lot of flops because of woke ideologies. Yeah. That's all I got. Let's see. What else is there? A bunch of information about the Federal Reserve, Jay Powell. BMW i3 revealed. 463 horsepower and 440 miles of range. It's an electric 3 Series sedan. And then there's a 560-mile all-new BMW i3 from Wired.com. So, if you're in the market for an EV and you still want to be stylish but not go with Tesla, BMW, right? Not sponsored. No, go for it. There's a chance the first class stamps may go as high as 95 cents. So, expect that one, especially with gas prices going up. Hidden housing costs are sinking homeowners. Alright, I'm curious about that. Sticker price, 6 or 7 figures. Wait, what are they talking about? Hidden housing costs. Monthly payments. Price cuts. I'm trying to read. Okay, so while those headlines are talking about, you know, the monthly and the full cost, while those headlines figures suck up most of the auction, the other often overlooked homeownership expenses, taxes, insurance, HOA fees if you're part of one, and incidentals like a leaky roof or kitchen renovation have gotten pricier than ever. So, yeah, I have a policy. I vote no on bonds, right? I don't want to raise my taxes. That's just what it is. And because those taxes, right, there's nothing more permanent than a temporary solution program or temporary tax. So, if you're thinking about buying a house, you have your monthly premium, but also look at all of the other expenses. Another expensive, especially for a multi-leveled home, a 2-story or 3 if including the basement, is your air conditioning and heating bill. Especially if you have a run-of-the-mill AC unit. If you're buying a used home, and one that's 10, 15, 20 years old, double check that water heater, or double check that furnace, double check your HVAC, because it could get ugly pretty quick. That's the advice for you today, kids. I don't think I'm gonna do the rail yard today. I might. Excuse me. That Hilo's taking his sweet time. It's a new medication for psoriasis. That's a pill. U.S. Security Exchange Commission issues first ever definitions for what crypto assets are securities. So SEC and CFTC, I have no clue what that last one is, moves to define which digital assets are securities. It's off of CoinDesk. Let's look real quick. One category including digital securities, which SEC Chairman Paul Atkins' words returned the agency to its core focus of only overseeing securities markets. Let's look. Interpretive guidelines. Sorry, I'm trying to just get through that. Most crypto assets are not in themselves securities. I guess there's going to be something in the advance register for proposal, so. And it's 400 pages, and I don't want to read 400 pages of legal code. Advance register, or the register is just. No. You do that for work. I don't want to do that right now. U.S. wholesale prices rose by a 3.4% last month, most in a year. Oh, it rose 0.7% and up 3.4% annually. Okay. It's almost 1% in February. I guess the inflation is going up. Precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, copper. Those are generally going to be your safeties. Mortgage refinance demand plunges 19% after interest rates shoot higher, yeah? Let's see. Amazon will reportedly cut its USPS shipments by at least 2/3. Amazon plans to slash packages sent via USPS. I guess they were having some negotiations between USPS and Amazon, and so they said, nope, not going to happen. Okay. Okay, we already talked about gas prices. Lawsuit alleges a Tesla Cybertruck design trapped crash victims. I guess I didn't know there was a crash with Tesla, the Cybertruck. Get kind of chilly. Hold on a second. And Lucky Lotto ticket sold in Ohio hits Mega Millions jackpot worth $600 million. No, that's not right. $60 million. Okay. Go good for them. Health and Human Services announces initiative to reduce reliance on animal testing. Oh, that's lovely. I mean it. That's great. We don't want to test on beagles and cats and dogs and squirrels and rabbits and donkeys and whatever else they're testing. I know they're not testing it, but whatever else they are. Okay, so there's a healer. We're just doing a quick check on where that healer's at. I wonder if he's bailing. Oh, nope. Yeah, sports fans, I don't think I'm going to make a run to the airfield today. What I may do instead, once that helicopter's gone, is go and find some sulfur. That's probably what I'll end up having to do. Because that helicopter's taking way too long. Or maybe I'll go check out the abandoned military base. I don't know. Well, point is, I don't think I'm going to do a run to the train station, not the train station, the airfield today. So I'm going to put I'll keep the green key card. I'll keep this gear. I hear the helicopter. Yep. Okay. Anyways, so Health and Human Services announces an initiative to reduce reliance on animal testing. I think that's good. I think that's wonderful. We don't, yeah. That's all I got. Human-based research to reduce the use of animal models. Maybe that's really unethical. I was gonna say, maybe they use prisoners. Hey, you get volunteers. That might be an option. Hey, prisoners, you want to get out of prison maybe a little early, volunteer for medical testing. Here's what we're going to do. We cannot guarantee your safety or health. Might be something. How do you choose who can be tested on, right? Because you don't want certain individuals released back into society easily. Those were I would say the worst of the worst. Define that now, right? Because that's a whole other conversation. Oh wait, is the helo gone? No. It's killing me. Okay, I think the helicopter's going. Where am I at? Okay, helo's going away. I don't do decisions. You know what I'll do? I'll just run it. I'm gonna go to. Make a run to the abandoned military site. And then if I have to port back because insert reason. Fine. I want the key card on me. I still want the stuffs, so just verify that the helo's gone. I don't see it. Oh, we got the other helicopter out and about. I cannot win today. Wait. How far is the train station from here? Alright, depending on where the military transport goes will determine what I do. Because if the military transport's going to go back to the dome, that might actually be a really cool place to go back to. Barring I don't crash again. We're going to rename that. We're going to change name. Crit's bag. Oh, Max. I don't know what happened. The gun just went off. That'd be rude. And I'd get in trouble for shooting him. He just got in my way. I don't know what he was talking. Okay, so if the military helo if the oh, there it is. Okay, well, we can keep reaching this. So yeah, reducing reliance on animal testing. I think a way to use human-based research is to get volunteers from prisons. Not volunteers. I think some people could use some testing, but no. That's unethical. We want to do ethics. So volunteers, and maybe they get a reduced sentence or something. Project Snowflake launches Project Snowwork, bringing outcome-driven AI to every business user. Designed to orchestrate planning, analysis, and execution, Project Snowwork is an autonomous enterprise AI platform that helps business users accelerate everyday work. Launching in research preview to a limited set of customers, Project Snowwork handles complex multi-step tasks and delivers real data-driven outcomes to business users. Project Snowworks brings Snowflake's vision for agentic enterprise to life, where enterprise data, intelligence, and actions are connected in a governed way. Alright, well, that was off of snowflake.com. Hey, look at us, we're going to do this thing. Grok chips are being prepared by NVIDIA. They can be sold in the Chinese market. Bill Gates backed TerraPower picks South Philadelphia for $450 million medical isotope facility. Washington opens Tesla's direct EV sales loophole to Rivian and Lucid. Tesla loses Washington loopholes. Oh, okay. That sounds like there is a borderline monopoly going on there. And you can bypass dealers on that.
FDA is investigating 7 E. coli illnesses as Raw Dairy Farm denies any link. BP locks out union workers at its Midwest oil refinery. Oops. Bank of America settles lawsuit brought on by half of Jeffrey Epstein's victims. I'm not gonna report on Iran or the Tangerine Turd. Guess there was a meningitis outbreak in Kenti, in a kingdom. Maybe Kent, England. U.S. eases Venezuelan oil sanctions to boost world oil supply. It's just talking about the Iran war is all this is really talking about. Iran war and gas prices. European Union offers to pay Ukraine to fix oil pipeline at the center of Ukraine-Hungarian feud. Alright, we'll see. Yeah, all the world news is focused on Iran. I'm sure there's more of it, but I read about Chavez at the beginning of the stream. And let's see where this helo is going. Power plant. I bet you it went to the power plant. Alright. Wasn't paying enough attention to it. Guess there's supposed to be a heat wave in Southern California. Temperatures are going to reach 100 degrees. Southern being looks like just outside the LA basin. Might be a bad fire season this year, I suspect. Okay, so if that helo goes past the oil rig, then we'll be quite content. University of Alabama student missing in Barcelona. That's sad. I hope they find him alive. Let's see here. We already talked about the Jaguar 4, the aircraft carrier. Okay, cool. We are gonna go. We're going on a trip. I don't know how much time I have on this, so. But hey, we're gonna learn. Maybe we'll score some goodies. I don't know. Just double check. Yeah, he's gone. Cool. Let's go for a ride. Let's fly. Go right. There. really good bolt action on me, so I should. Oh, alright, he's gone. And there it is. Let's go over here just so I know where I'm at all times. I use landmarks to even judge my place and where to go. Oh, vote now. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna take the fuel with me just in case. Good. I've been by here once before. Okay, good. I don't need the pigs right now. So if something happens, I'm right by the big rock. Let's go take a look. I should probably jackhammer with me. Ooh. I just heard the radio. I would like a little cover if I'm gonna do something completely stupid. Alright. Thought I heard the radio from NPC. Oh, yep, there they are. There you are. Oh, gauntlets close. I should probably throw a better scope on this thing. Oh, I got it. Alright, one down. Like Fred. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Fred? Alright, so there's 4 here. Oh, there's a wolf. Oh, they have a guard dog. That is rather unfortunate. Okay. Man, I am rough on this. Gotcha. Alright. So I learned then we don't take explosive ammo. No. Where did you go? He just walks around like, oh, Fred's dead. Alright. I'm rushing my shots. Not what I wanted. Ow, ow, ow. Okay.
Alright, there's a bunch of scientists there. Sorry for the silence, I just had to focus. So, let's look for sulfur. That was, oh man, a bear. There's my helo. I have a policy. It's a very strange policy for gamers, but I have a policy that I don't generally shoot things I'm not going to use. Well, let me back up. I don't generally kill things I'm not going to use. It's just one of those things that I don't do. I'm in the desert. The sulfur is actually really good to get out here. Sulfur and metal. We've got a pretty good supply of metal at the moment. So, yeah. The abandoned military installation is pretty tough. It's pretty tough. That's weird. So, nothing else. We learned a little bit something about that. Wonder if the bear killed it. Wonder if they got in a spat. The bear just owned it. Ooh, sulfur. So I don't think the NPC scientists will kill the animals for kicks and giggles. That one's a little more difficult than I was anticipating, though, too, so. Better get stone just in case I have to go up a level on the base. Stone and then metal because, well, we always need metal. We're gonna skirt that and then I'll just teleport home if I have to. Oh, there's a recycler over here. Well, that's nice. I'll clear the area and then I'll go use the recycler. Okay. I want that last bit of sulfur is what I want. So they're not as difficult as the
as the yellow NPCs, but they're not necessarily the friendliest either. Not getting invited over to Thanksgiving dinner, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and close this. I'll be right back, and we'll go tell the child good night. Hang tight.
Alright, sports fans, I am tired. I've been on for almost 3 hours, so I think it's time to call it. You guys have a great night. Gone through a good amount of news, and see what tomorrow brings. Be kind. Treat your animals with love and kindness. Most of them, they like most of you rather. I don't know why. Yep. It's still kind of amazing to me. And I'm a horrible human. And be easy, and we'll